Hello everyone, Coach Carol here. This is another video tutorial about how you can get the best out of Claude 3.5 to unlock your family history's past. I'm using the Genealogy 2.0 document, which is one of my digital downloads. You'll see a link below the video to help me write the next section. And I'm down here still under personalizing stories. And the next one on the list is adaptive storytelling. Just to reiterate that where we left off, we were looking at audience analysis. And our example prompt was to rewrite for a younger audience and appeal to those who like adventures set in history. So that gave me an idea for my next iteration with Claude, and to have it venture into adaptive storytelling, where we can adjust the details to fit audience segments and make your storytelling more inclusive and engaging. So I've got an example prompt for you here that you can change to suit your direction. But basically, it's getting Claude to rewrite or create a new segment of your story, this time from the point of view of an historical figure. So coming over to Claude, I have my prompt in place. And you'll see that at the bottom. But over on the right-hand side, you'll notice these are the artifacts that Claude has created for me so far. We began with the case study outline. We moved on then to create the first draft of the chapter 1, the Shoemaker's Rebellion. Then we revised the opening for it. And finally, we wrote it for our younger audience with this title, The Secret Rebellion of Enos the Shoemaker. So now in this next segment, we're going to take that a step further, and we're asking Claude to write a preface for the book about Enos Didymus. And I've used that prompt, changed a little bit from what you saw before in the document that I'm using called Genealogy 2.0. The prompt for us today here is, in the ancestral story of this historical event, the Swing Riots of 1830, I would now like to create a preface from the point of view of the historical figure. His name was Captain Swing. In fact, he was a fictitious character, but we'll see what it does with this. And I want Captain Swing to talk directly to my descendants, my 3 granddaughters. Let's see how I can proceed with writing a preface. Doesn't take very long, but you'll see the little orange blurb blurbing away. And now it's ready. It's creating a preface and writing it to my granddaughters. And it really does give me a buzz to see that finished document. I'll just go over here to the right-hand side to see this new artifact. Letter from Captain Swing. My dear young ladies, you may wonder who I am and why I'm writing to you. I am Captain Swing, though that's not my real name. It's a name that was whispered in the fields and villages of England nearly 200 years ago, in a time very different from yours. A great opening. And on the left-hand side, once again, it tells us what it aims to do with this preface. Introduce the historical context of the Swing Riots, create a personal connection to my granddaughters and the event, highlight the role of Enos in the story, emphasize the relevance of the events to the present day, encourage empathy and engagement with the story, and lastly, inspire young readers to think about their own potential to make a difference. So this letter will form the preface for this collection of chapters about my ancestors in the Didymus family. And once again, I will make a copy of that by highlighting it all. like so, and Control-C, and I will put that into my document. If you recall, we were making a Google Doc, so we'll just pop over to that one and we'll go to the bottom of that last little entry, create a new page and paste in place the preface. I should have put that right at the beginning, but you'll get the idea that because I've copied this in the old-fashioned way, it's got all of the highlighting and formatting that I needed. So there is the letter. I can go ahead and change any of that, fix the spelling and grammar, and so on, as we've done before. But this little series of tutorials for you has been quite an enjoyable one, and I hope that you can also enjoy it by getting a copy of this particular digital download, and you can get that from my website. I've put the link below the video, and you'll see that it's one amongst many of my digital downloads that you can get from the Academy. And this is the one that I have been working with for the last 5 video tutorials. And if you want a copy of that, just click on Genealogy 2.0 and it will guide you to how you can get hold of it. This one is free. Coming back now to Claude, just to finish up with, remember that we're working in projects. And if we wanted to look at our projects, we can go back to our projects here and you'll see that I have a few on the go. And this one that we've been working with in the last few tutorials is called Genealogy 2.0. And this on the right-hand side is a list of the project knowledge, all of the documents that I've given it from which it can make the responses to my prompts even more exciting. And then we can go straight to that chat where we were a minute ago by clicking here, and we're at the bottom ready to go further. Have a go with Claude. I think you'll be amazed at how it can help you generate, enhance, and really give you a family history story or a case study, a zing. So have a look for my Genealogy 2.0 and use Claude to write your story.